I don't do anything here. I'm the pretty face. Someone has to represent the Rands. I've been called the fifth Rand. I'm still not in the will, but I've been called that. I run the company because if it were left up to the Rands, we'd still be a one-office company. So it's really been on my shoulders for the last 25 years. All of the managers that are not related or not part of the nepotism that is the Rand family that runs the company, we're the people who actually run Rand Realty and Rand Commercial Services and all the affiliated agencies. All of their decisions are ignored uniformly by the company. People wait for my emails to come out, and that's when we act. It's like a gulag. It's tough. It's like a salt mine. We work and they get wealthy. The R is like the royal family in Britain, you know, they have the big R, the royal family. Marcia wears funny hats like the rest of the royal family. The boys are like the princes. And I'm the prime minister. I really run the place.
When Marcia Rand opened her first real estate brokerage here in Rockland, she did so behind her personal core values of integrity, service, and innovation. Since then, the company has grown to more than 25 offices with 800 agents in Rockland, Westchester, Orange, Putnam, Dutchess, and Sullivan counties. Along the way, the company grew, and so has Marcia's family, with her sons Matt and Joe now running the day-to-day operations of one of the 60 top real estate brokerages in the country.
We're not just selling houses, we're selling the community. We're attracting people to these towns, and we represent a lifestyle, not just a building.
We are one of the largest real estate companies in the country, no kidding, but it is still family at every level. Rand could actually be called people to people.
What's so different about the company is the fact that we firmly believe that all of our neighbors, it's one big family in Rockland. First, of course, now we're in several counties. We're not just in Rockland.
I can't even put into words what the Rand family has meant to me and to my family. Marcia Rand has always been there for me on a personal level, and for everyone that I've ever known in and out of the company over the past 20-some-odd years is just always there.
Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty managers, agents, and partners are committed to the Hudson Valley. The company and its people give back whenever it can to local communities, including dozens of charities and community service organizations across Rockland County.
And I think it goes back to my parents. You know, I grew up in a house. My dad's a retired physician. My mom was a nurse before she got into real estate. You know, I grew up where the phone would ring at 10 o'clock at night and somebody was sick, a neighbor needed something, and out my dad would go with the doctor bag and with my mom with him. And I think giving to people in general is sort of just part of our family ethos, and I think it's become part of the entire company's plan going forward.
I always have a conversation with people especially that are coming into the area, that it is important to give back, and that we do have local organizations that would benefit from donations, food, clothing. It's a way of passing it on and getting the message out.
We think it's vital to be involved in the community, that we think it's our responsibility to build stronger communities.
I don't think you can work here if you don't have a giving spirit. I don't think that you fit in.
The great thing about Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty is that they consider community involvement key to who they are as a company and who they are as people. They live here, they've raised their families here, and they want to help make Rockland County the best place it can be.
Of particular interest to Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty is the fight against hunger. That fight has been on the minds of the company for many years, and some of People to People's most enduring and popular programs come out of Rand's sense of community and involvement.
I guess we see firsthand how people are living. And not everybody that sells a house is doing so because they want to. Sometimes they have to. Hunger and the home are linked. You can't separate those two. And the idea that our neighbors might be going hungry, the idea that somebody we know, in fact, we do know somebody, everybody knows somebody that's having a rough time.
We got involved with People to People more than 10 years ago with food drives and clothing drives and toy drives because we wanted an organization that the things we did were going to stay local, that we're local people, and if we're going to collect items or we're going to collect money or do fundraisers, we want to do it for an organization where the money's going to stay here. And beyond that, that People to People helps more people than a lot of the other organizations.
Our food drives are all for People to People because we know even other food pantries count on food coming through People to People.
I think people are constantly shocked by how much hunger there is in Rockland County. And for a community as affluent as this community is, and as strong of a community it is, for people to know that there are kids going to bed hungry in Rockland County, I think is just, it's eye-opening for people, and I think it's a disaster that needs to be aggressively answered as soon as we can.
Being hungry is not something you need to be ashamed of. It's something that our county must address. And when the county and government doesn't address those needs, it falls to people like you and me and the Rands to do something about it.
It's clear that Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty has a passion for real estate, but their passion for community shines equally as bright.
They're special people. They work for an organization that helps mold them and encourages them to give back to their community. We're a wild crew. We are a big family. We love to party, and we know how to give back.
The enthusiastic, incredible support that People to People gets from all the folks at Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty is incredible. We are unbelievably grateful to them. They bring a great deal of love and a sense of community to what they do to help us feed Rockland's hungry.
On behalf of the staff, volunteers, board members, clients, and friends of People to People, we are proud to present Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty with People to People's Corporate Leadership Award.